Hello everybody and welcome to the first installment of Energica Electrifying podcast. This is your host, EVJ Val. We at Energica had no idea that this first episode would have come out in such uncertain times. But since most of us are home smart working, and probably most of you are home smart working as well, we thought it was a good chance to talk about racing, one of the things we love the most, while we wait for the storm to be behind us so we can go out there and have a whole lot of fun. But for the time being, please stay home. Please stay safe, everybody. And back to business, if I can really say that. What is this podcast about? This podcast is about Energica, the single manufacturer of the FIM Enel MotoE World Cup, as well as the premium motorcycle manufacturer from Modena, Italy, the heart of Italian Motor Valley. In this podcast, we'll have the chance to talk to some of the best riders in the world, as well as with the minds behind Energica and the Ego Corsa, the electric motorcycle design for the Moto E World Cup. But without further ado, let's welcome our first guest of the Energica Electrifying podcast, Mr. Eric Granado from Brazil, riding the Ego Corsa of the Avintia Esposorama racing team. Hello, Eric.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thank you. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you. It's good to be here.
So how have you been doing? You've been spending quite a lot of time at home, I guess. How's life right now in these strange circumstances?
Well, at the moment, very slow. To be honest, I would like to be on track at training and doing races, but the scenario in the world is very difficult. So I'm at home training, functional training, and some bicycle indoor, and waiting for the moment to go to the track, because here in Brazil the things are starting to go bad, so everything is closed, so you can't go outside and it's difficult. But anyway, we will go everyone together, and I hope soon we can be on track and on the bike.
Was cycling already a big part of your training and your fitness program?
Yes, for sure. For me, the bicycle is my main training after the motorcycle. And last week I was going outside to the roads, but finally this week.
Tell us where we are. Where are you at the moment?
I'm in Brazil now, in São Paulo, at home. I am in my father's home, and I came here after the JRS test to stay with them, because I saw that the things are going to be very bad, and we for sure didn't have some tests and races. And I say, okay, I go home and I stay with them. So I start to training here. But now this week we started the quarantine in all my city, so we have to be home and closed. It's not easy, but anyway, it's for everyone. So I hope it stop soon and we can continue our routine like always.
We also saw in social media that actually you had another way of training. We saw a nice video. You can check it out on Eric Granado's social media pages, as well as on MotoGP.com. You have a very famous way of training as well. What is it?
Yeah, I was training with the PlayStation. It was a nice video that I did. At this point, it was me and my dad with my street. So looks like two Erics, but it was me and my dad.
Oh, that's the secret. Yes, it was your dad. Because you're almost told the same. You couldn't tell who's who.
Yes. My father have a good shape, so he could go on my street. And it was nice. It was a nice video that we did. We are doing like a serial. So soon we have the part 2 of this serial. We will have six episodes of these quarantine games. So yeah, it's cool, and it's good to spend time with the family and maybe training in the PlayStation in the tracks, because it's the only way that I can be on the bike. So it's nice, and I'm quite winning every race and championship in the PlayStation, so it's good.
Can we say that you won that race?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, because with MotoGP 2019, I don't think the 2020 is out yet, but 2019 has the Moto E as well. I tried the other time. I tried a
Yeah.
few days ago, but I'm terrible at games. But it was nice. It was really nice to actually try the Energica on track. I crashed a bit too much, but I guess it's because that's not my sport.
Yeah, it's very real. This game, I have the 19, the 20 will come out, I think, in the middle of the year. So it's nice to be playing with me, with my bike and my suit and my helmet and everything. So it's cool and it's very similar, the speed and the lap times. So yeah, it's nice to have a little bit of adrenaline anyway, if it's not on the track but in the video game. So it's cool.
Yeah, actually, we were lucky enough the Moto E to do the test at Jerez just right on time. I think we were the last championship to actually take to the track before everything shut down. So you were one of the fastest out there, and that's not a surprise because you've always been. What can you tell us about the test?
Well, it was very good. After some months, I was quite fast in the beginning of the test, so I was very happy with that. So it looks like I didn't stop, and the lap times was very fast in the first day already, faster than last year. So it was cool, and I was very happy with the bike, a good feeling. And the first 2 days was very good for me. I was in the first position. And then the last day, we tried a lot of parts and a lot of things on the bike. And to be honest, was not my best day, and I couldn't improve my lap time. But anyway, this is test, so you have to try and test as much things as possible, because after in the race weekend is not possible because you don't have time. So it was good. And the new force, the new tires, I had a good feeling. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the next test. I don't know if we can do in April or not, but I hope I can jump on the bike soon and try some new parts also, because we need some improvements yet. So we are not quite 100%, but good. It's good to be back and be fast and see all the riders again. The rookies also are going very fast. So it will be an interesting year.
And among the updates, there was also like a different, more torque on the lower regime. What did you think about that update?
Yes, it was a little bit better. I think we can feel it more in the first stage of the gas. But what I'm really looking forward is to the one or two more laps after in the race that I think we can do this year with the ventilator and quite, like I say, airbox to the battery. So this can give us some more battery lifetime. So I hope it works well and we can do one or two more laps in the race, because this is so important in the case that you don't have a good start or a bad grid position like I had last year so many times. So I hope it happen and we can enjoy the race.
Well, first of all, let's hope that you don't have that kind of issues this year, and so that you
Yes.
don't have to put together a comeback.
Yes, for sure. Last year I did so many mistakes, and I just could put everything together in the last race, and it was a perfect weekend for me. So I hope I can continue on this line in Jerez. I did. So I hope I can continue like this and have a consistent year, trying to do the maximum points every race. Don't crash, don't do mistakes, and try to win this championship.
We always saw about you, like that's what I always noticed since the first test. You are quite an instinctive rider. Like you jump on the bike and you were fast straight away. Obviously, you build up speed as the season progressed, but I saw that you were jumped on the bike and straight away you were among the fastest. Is it a quality of you? Is it you that are able to adapt to the bike, or the other way around? How does it work for you?
Well, I think I'm, like you said, I instinctive rider. I go on the bike and I go fast and just want to be the fastest I can. And sometimes it works well, but sometimes no. So last year, for example, in Austria, I was very fast. I came from ninth on the grid, In the second lap, I was already first and opening a gap. And then at this moment, I had to come down and wait and say, okay, I have 4 or 5 laps more. I can win the race. But no, I just want to go fast, and then I crash it. So this makes me learn and be more calm. And I know that I'm fast, so I just need to wait to the right moment to put this speed, not always push the 100%, because in races like Moto E, you can't do any mistakes. So I think I learned a lot last year, and will be good for me this year.
So back at your private life, let's say these days in Brazil. So what are the things you cannot live without at home? And don't say toilet paper, because there's enough drama already with toilet paper. So
well, to be honest, what I can't live without, I don't know. I feel if I don't do exercise, this is bad for me. All my life I train a lot, and especially I'm always on the bicycle. So for me, it's been difficult this week to do indoor cycling. But I'm doing this week. This morning I already did my training. So I think this gives me the power that I need to put out of my body. So I'm doing like every day some training, some exercise, because this is what makes me move. I'm the guy that can't stay all the day in the sofa watching series. I like it. I want to do it. I do sometimes, but not all the day.
Oh, so I can do it. I can do it.
Yes. This depends on the person. I have friends that now in the quarantine, like wake up, take a coffee, and stay all the day in the sofa watching TV. For me, this is like killing myself. I can't. So I need to move my body and do some things. Go out with my dog and walk a little bit on the street, and then move my body. This is something that I have to do, because if I don't, I lose my mind.
Yeah, for sure. And tell us about your diet, because obviously there are a lot of theories, a lot of methods and ways to eat healthy. What do you do to keep yourself in shape food-wise?
Well, from the beginning of my career, I always was worried about my diet. I was always a big guy, especially when I was racing in Moto3. I always had problems with my weight. So I had to eat just the essential to be on the weight. But, after some years, you learn to eat well, and you know what you need. So to be honest, I always try to don't eat so much sweet things, something that I really like, but I always try to don't eat so much. So French fries, hamburger, fast food, yes. I don't eat it. So I think this is essential for me. I like vegetables, and I'm trying to cut the meat of my life. This is difficult. I love meat. The barbecue from Brazil is very good.
Yes, I was just thinking about it. Yes.
Yeah, but this year I'm trying to cut the meat and trying to eat more vegetables and healthy things, some fruits. So I think this is important. My diet depends also on my training. If I do a lot of cycling, for example, 5 hours of cycling, so I have to eat so much more. So it's like I say, it's always a compromise on what to do and what to eat. So if you do nothing, you have to eat just a little bit. If you move your body and you burn some calories, so then you can eat more.
So you can have a piece of cake.
No, not like this.
Is that what you say?
It's like if I do 200 kilometers, I can give my body some ice cream or something, because my will come in and burn immediately, because I did 5 hours of exercise. So it's a compromise. So
I will keep it in mind.
Yes. I have a good compromise on my body. I'm happy with my shape, so this is good for me, and I try to be always healthy, because it's not just for the sport and for the racing. It's for my life. This gives me more lifetime. My dad is in shape like me, so I want to arrive like him. Today is his birthday, so 55 years old, and 23 years old shape. So I want to arrive like him.
And today it's his birthday, right?
Yes, right.
So happy birthday to Mark. who's following you, by the way, at almost every race.
Yes, he go every race, and all my life he's following me. So when I'm living in Spain, he's here in Brazil with my mother and my sister with his job. But every race he go there with Raul, who follow me also in the training and races. So we are a good trio in the races, and I think we are strong together.
Yeah, I never seen him. I never seen him without a hat with your with your logo on it. I don't think I've ever seen him without.
You have no hair. I will try with it.
That's the reason. So just to close by, tell us a word, a well-wishing word in Portuguese to wish well to everybody during these days.
These days, I want to say in Portuguese, sejam fortes. It means be strong, and together but separated, we will pass this bad moment, and soon we'll be on the track, opening the throttle at full gas.
Eric, it's been a pleasure to talk to you, and I hope to see you soon on track, as everybody else.
Thank you.
Stay safe, stay strong, and keep training and pushing hard, okay?
Yeah, for sure. Thank you very much. I want to send a big kiss to everyone in Europe, the people that are in the difficult position now, the people that are not healthy. I want to send a big kiss to everyone, and I want to be with you guys soon on the track, and everyone healthy.
Thanks, Eric. Take care. See you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.
And that's it for the first episode of the Energica Electrifying podcast. Please stay safe, stay home, let your creativity run wild, take care of your beloved ones, keep in touch with everybody, stay active, and please don't post too many videos of yoga sessions online. Until next time.